my baggy jeans in my baggy
Ready to fly, I'll do the same, right by your side. Free fall, I never stop, dancing with me. I never stop, fuck you up, finally free. Kick my turns along the main rock, and come down, shine, take my shit,
Don't give me bitches underwater. I'm not doing that underwater. Shut the fuck up. Hey besties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like to me, and subscribe. And if you're not here, welcome back, besties. So today is the motherfucking day. First of all, I want to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Whenever you see this, it's where it was posted. That's why I'm saying that now. First things first, again, like I said, I want to thank you guys for 3 years on YouTube right now. I'm so prized, bitch. Not because like I at one point I feel like not doing YouTube. Well, that's a lie. It's not because I didn't feel like it. I was just like, okay, bitch, I'm not captivating anybody. Nobody wants to see my stupid ass. So why am I gonna keep doing this? But then I realized, I was like, I'm doing this for me. Like I enjoy recording myself, watching my shows, acting like a boo-boo the fool, and posting it. So I was like, you know, let's keep doing it. And we did it for 3 years already. My anniversary was on the 20th. Obviously, I've had my YouTube account open for a little way longer, but officially posting BL reactions, that was not a fart, was 3 years ago, with K-pop reactions as well. So it's very exciting. Thank you to 4,000 plus of you guys that watched my videos. It means a lot. Like I said, sorry Cherry Magic's not here. I'll probably start doing that next week or this week. I don't know. I have to find a way to post it and how to react to it. Might put it on my Patreon for free, so there you go. And if I put it on YouTube, I'm not sure. But anyways, if you want to see it, probably on my Patreon. I'll probably make a comment on my community tab. And it's crazy that I'm able to use my community tab, which I never thought I was going to get to that point. But anyways, we're going to stuff it up. And we're going to talk about what we're actually here for. So, as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm doing my annual top 10, top 20, whatever you want to call it, BLs of the year. I actually want to start doing this with songs, but I don't listen to that much music. I don't listen to it. So where I can, you know, rank it. This year was a little bit harder because with some of them I watched so early on that I couldn't remember the plot. So I want to keep this very clear that some of these series that are on here started late 2022 but didn't finish till 2023. So since they started late 2022, by the time 2022 ended, I couldn't add them on my list. So now they're getting added to my list. That's how I always do it. I do it what happened like towards the end of the year prior that I couldn't, you know, finish that year. I went to the next year. So I want to make that clear. So then everybody's like, hey, but that season didn't come. I know it didn't come out in 2023. It just finished in 2023. So it's a 2023 series. Because if, you know, okay, I'm making myself clear. Also, this is my opinion and my opinion only. I don't expect y'all to agree with me. It's my personal list. My choices. I didn't sit the whole year out and watch every single series that came out in 2023 because I would be lying to you. There's about 50 or more that I hadn't watched, but it happens. I can't do much about it. I'll probably add it to my series, and you know, once I'm like, okay, I need to actually pick up another series instead of watching the same series over, I'll probably watch it. But you know, don't expect me to watch every series that comes out every year because I can't. I just don't have enough, I want to say care, but interest to sit through like 8 series because then I forget what happened in another series. I can only watch so many series at one time, y'all. Like, really, I'm just slow. So, anyways, again, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and we're gonna get right into this. Okay, so I have mi cuaderno. Hello, she cannot talk. Que me compré un trabajito. Look out here. This is what contains the info. So obviously I always do a little honorable mentions because, you know, not because I didn't enjoy the series and they didn't make it onto my list. It's just that there's so much. So for honorable mentions, we have His Man season 2. Obviously I love His Man. You know, my roommates are almost a year together strong, and I'm actually very happy that the cast was able to stay friends because we know the mess that was season 1. you know, the mess match. So I'm glad to, like, you know, they came out all partners, you know, everybody made new friends. Like, that's what I love to see. So great. Next we have Remember Me, Last Twilight, and Cooking Crush, because I am currently watching them right now. But again, they're not gonna finish it this year, they're gonna finish it next year, sadly, but that's what happens. So yeah, although Last Twilight is like 4 episodes, which I can't lie to you, I put it on my list without me knowing the complete ending of it. So yeah, Till the World Ends, The End of the World with You, Happy Ending Romance, Candy Colored Paradox, Hit by Love, Pitbabe I'm watching right now along with Playboyy. Again, they haven't finished, so I can't add them to the series. I am enjoying Pitbabe quite. I'm enjoying it, but like at the same time, I low-key can't stand Charlie. I don't know why. You know, I'm always that like person that's like, ooh, I'm kind of rooting for the best friend to like get his man, but I know it's not gonna happen because I know some bullshit's gonna get pulled. But hey, a bitch can dream, right? So I was on Pitbabe again. Like I said, I was always cheering for the bestie to get his man, but obviously I know he's gonna end up with Charlie. Like, but you don't gotta be a mathematician to know that. And I'm pretty sure the best friend's probably gonna be the villain because shows do that. But hey, hopefully he's not. At least I get a kiss, right? Like a little something. Next we have Playboyy. Playboyy kind of threw me off because I realistically, like, I know what the main plot of it is, but I'm very lost in the show. The show is very confusing to me, but I keep watching it. But it's very confusing to me. Like, I don't understand how the shit that's going on. But it's probably my fault for skipping a couple things and parts of the show. It seems like sometimes it'd be like, you know, there's always that one part in the show that's like kind of boring. You're like, skip. Yeah, sorry about that. Then we have Beautiful Man, Eternal, and 2. It was okay. It was there. Didn't add much to tackle Frost. It was a good series. Individual Circumstances. You know, I gotta slow it down. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll leave it. Then we have Me, My Husband, and My Husband's Boyfriend. I wanted to enjoy this one way more than I did. I think it was okay. Why I wanted to enjoy more? Because Yuki was in it, and I love Yuki. I've been watching him since when she was kids. I know that everybody got from the age difference, and yeah, I know, but like it still was a good show for what it was at the time. So I kind of wish you end up with just like one of them. And then we had 10 Team and I don't know how to say it. I better forgive it. Chains of Hearts, plot twist. So that, I guess that was nice. Starstruck, I wanted to enjoy so much more because Zuho was in it, and I'm a big fan of SF9, even though I don't know all the members, but yeah, I like their music. But like that whole fake kiss kind of threw me off, and I was like, ugh. But you know, the plot was there. I just wish they would have not added the kiss, or if they were gonna add a kiss, add an actual kiss, not that nasty ass thing that they thought to show us that we would have get fooled that it was a kiss. Or Sky 2. Am I gonna sit here and remember all of them? There's 8 of them, right? A Boss and a Babe, that one was fine. The Eclipse one was, I guess, fine. Thousand Star one and the Bad Buddy one, I really didn't fuck with that much. I guess it's because there were like 2 different series that came out 2 different times, so I was like, Never Let Me Go one I really enjoyed. The Star Mine one was okay. Didn't add much to it or to. I just really didn't like that Star Mine that much. And my school president one and retrospect. The My School President one I didn't like because it was just the roles reversed. I bet if I wanted that, I could have just imagined it myself. And then we had the Vice Versa one, which I really did like. The whole like them being a lot of fake parents for a second. It gets to the fantasy. Not really appreciate that. Next we have House of Stars. It was okay. The steamy scenes are steaming, but it was okay overall. It didn't add much to me. Then we have Jun and Jun, which was okay again too. Kind of wanted more. And then we have Minatos Laundromat 2, which I wanted to enjoy a lot because I really do enjoy this couple working together. But me la cagaron. They fucked that shit up for me when they gave him memory loss. Don't sit there and think what will eat up memory loss. At least some I don't know if some BL fans eat up memory loss. Now I moved my entire camera, but I don't fuck with it. Don't like it, never did, never will. So don't give me that shit because I don't appreciate it. It offends me. Like, it really does offend me. I have my personal weatherman. Again, steamy scenes are steaming, but you know. Next we have Bump Up Business, which for being only one of first acting role, and again I really appreciate that they even took, you know, the time to be in a BL, because you know we all know their content or music videos at least are very LGBT inclusive, so, or show LGBT moments. So it was cool to see that. The series could have been better. I don't know if I would have rather the kiss not be there or not. I think I would have rather it not be there, or like just give a proper kiss, because again I don't really like those fake kisses. That was my issue with Starstruck, or those kisses that are just pet kisses that last about 4 scenes, you know, or even the ones where like they're like this and they like go like, girl, like who thinks that there's feeling in that? Nobody. So it kind of threw me out for that. Obviously I think the more dominant actors in this case were male 9 and KB, but again they were the ones that were shown the most, so we can't really talk about the other 3 in acting wise because they weren't shown that much. I would be really excited to see them in other projects, so hopefully they maybe every couple or big couple that we have takes on a different BL, because I feel like that would be very cool. If It's With You, I enjoyed the little series. And then we have Tokyo in April. So those were all my honorable mentions, and honorable mentions to every other BL that came out that is not going to be on this list because there's so many, didn't sit there and watch them all. So top 20. Now I did struggle a bit with this list because I didn't feel like a lot of these fit into my top 20s. Maybe it's because I didn't watch like the right series or in like the right order. Well, towards again the second half of my list, it actually gets to like how, you know, but the top 20 are kind of just filled with random things, I guess. So at number 20 we have Moonlight Chicken. The only reason why it's there is because I enjoyed the fact that they added a disability to it even more, like, and I'm glad that GMM is doing that. Also even more now with, you know, in like Twilight, him having blind or, you know, loss of eyesight or slowly going blind. I feel like that's great. They like GMM is being able to move out of the high school university plots and be able to show us, you know, actual disabilities and be more inclusive of things. So that's the only reason why none of the GMM series are in honorable mentions, and they all fit into my top 20 list if I remember them. Again, I didn't really like this series for Earth and Mix, but I really enjoyed the part where we got to see of Fourth and Gemini. I feel like with Earth and Mix it was kind of difficult because they hit such a banger with 1,000 Stars, that being their debut as like a BL couple. So like, and then everything else feels kind of flat. I wouldn't say I hated it, but I didn't really enjoy Cupid's Last Wish either. And now they're having Osan Love, but I know that's a Japanese thing. And Cherry Magic, I wanted to put it in my honorable mentions, but I only watched 2 episodes, and it's banned where I live. You can only watch it in Thailand. So now I come to figure, if GMM doesn't have all the right paperwork for it, are they even gonna film Osan Love? If they don't, then I guess, I mean, they didn't even film a trailer for it or a pilot trailer or a teaser for it or anything. All we know is that it's gonna be Earth and Mix. So yeah. And then at number 19 we have The New Employee. 18 we have All the Lakers. 17 we have The Director Who Buys Me Dinner. 16 Our Dating Sim. 15 we have History 5. That wasn't on purpose. I really enjoyed History 5. I think like history series, or some of them, are a bit stepped on. With History 4, the whole brother situation was what threw a lot of people off from the series, but besides ignoring them, I really enjoyed the second part of the show, which was the other couple. I enjoyed them together and just how open Charles was about everything. So, you know, if I ever see it, it's because of them. not because of the siblings, because that was weird. I know they're not related, but they grew up together, so it's still a bit weird. Number 14, we have Between Us. I don't know if what their error was being that they took so long to film it, because they took a while to film Between Us. The gap between Until We Meet Again and Between Us is very large. This kind of threw me off because I was like, I love Bium and Prem, but I wish I would have seen more. I love the little ending scene where they get married. You know, it gave what it had to give, but I wish there was more. Again, I don't know if it's the gap there was, or the fact that we've seen those series, the series Until We Meet Again, and just having to see those like kind of same scenes. Or I'm gonna scar seeing those same series scenes like after so many years, which is like, okay, am I rewatching the same series, or like, you know. So, but for what it was pretty good. So, but I can't put it in my top 10 because I would be lying if I ever say that I watched it again, and it kind of sucks because I was the most excited for Between Us. But we're getting a little vampire series of them. My brother actually, for Christmas, you can't really see it much, it's not radar, he got me the Red Thread manga part 1. So yeah. 13, we have Hidden Agenda. Again, I don't know if this is GMM being playing it safe with Jun and Jun. Hidden Agenda was, again, way better than Star Mind, but I kind of want to see them in a different role. Like, I want GMM to take that risk with them, because I don't think, I mean, I've been following Jun since 2 Moons, so I don't think there should be this afraid to like take a risk with them. I don't know if it's that, or it's just what fits their acting style the best. But I mean, look how they did with Fish From the Sky and Never Let Me Go. Like, it was 2 different sorts of plot, and the people liked Fish From the Sky because, you know, it was comedic and stuff, which a lot of people have issues with comedic shows. And like, really, what is your issue? Like, why do you want everything to be so sad and dark all the time? Like, y'all, calm down. Like, if a series is funny, let it be funny. Like, everything doesn't have to be dark and serious. And even those funny series have like a little sad moment in them. But going back to that, like, there were 2 different roles, but they individually ate those roles up, and it showed their development. And even not that long, because Fish From the Sky and Never Let Me Go did not come out that long, like, in difference. But you saw their development, you saw their ability to act in 2 different plots. So I feel like that's what GMM needs to do with Jun and Jun, to kind of like set and stone them in, because, you know, obviously with GMM it's very easy to make money because they can just pair anybody together and call it a BL, give them the highest plot or give them the shittiest plot, and we'll eat it up. We'll still watch it because it's a GMM series, and we all know that we low-key watch every GMM series there is because it's on YouTube for the frisbee. So, you know, but, you know, I kind of want them to take a bit more of a risk with Jun and Jun for sure. And then at number 12, we have Dangerous Romance. I think they had some chemistry. I don't know if it's, if they, obviously I enjoyed Dangerous Romance, and I'm not gonna sit there and lie because my reactions are on YouTube. But like, you know, once you finish the series and you look back at it, kind of wish they had more chemistry. I don't know if it was just because they threw them on so early into a role together. I feel like maybe the plot could have been a bit different, because I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But I just wish it was a bit different. Like, that's what I wish for. Obviously, again, have been watching Perth act since he was younger and Loved by Jack. So, and this was my first time really seeing Jimon act. I don't think they're a bad pairing. I don't think Jun and Jun are a bad pairing, but I think they just need maybe more workshops or a better plot. Again, I like the plot for a Dangerous Romance, but I'm not sure if that was the plot for them. Again, regardless, I still watched the series. I still enjoyed it, but you know, that's like, I really love 14 books acting together, but in Shantae was kind of like turning me off, you know what I mean? So yeah. And then at number 11, we have Be Mine Superstar. So this is a Jaffer series. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the comedy of it, and the plot was good. Their chemistry is always amazing. We know that one of the couples to have the best chemistry in the BL industry is John first. Y'all can find me on that because y'all know they do. And number 10, we have a boss and a babe. I enjoyed this series. This is again what I'm talking about, how they went from okay, so I enjoyed Enchante, but what kind of threw everybody off about it was, you know, at the end that it was just this motherfucker me tanto todo to get the guy that he wanted. So that kind of threw people off. But again, you saw their growth in a boss and a babe, and the plot was better, and just everything was better overall. So I feel like, again, you know, it is possible. Another example of it is Force and Book, and even Force and Book now in Only Friends. Again, if their acting improves, the more roles they get, or it's not even that, it's just GMM, like, take a risk. Just take a risk, because y'all taking a risk. Oh my god, what's his name? He's from My Stepdaughter. I forgot his name. The one's gonna out with Fluke in the Golden Blood. They're taking a risk with that bitch, and with that plot too, because the whole vampire plot, if you don't know how to do it, don't do it. That is something to be said. If you do not know how to do supernatural plots, don't do it, because you're gonna fuck yourself over. Y'all taking this big of a risk with the couple that's debuting again, but now we are ones that you already debuted, so it's kind of like, ugh, yeah. Number 9, we have Be My Favorite. So I know we all have opinions about Chris, and I really love Fluke also. I call Fluke sometimes Gawain because I think that's like his middle name in his like profile thing. So yeah, sorry about that. There was such a odd pairing because, you know, obviously it was supposed to be Mike at first, but their pairing worked. I enjoyed the series. I enjoyed the difference. Not the difference. Yeah, the difference in plot that GMM took with it. And, you know, not a typical like university plot, you know. So I really enjoyed that. At number 8, we have My Dear Gunster Oppa. I love Ping and Ming. So if I'm able to see one of their dramas, I will pay for it. I'm so sorry. I enjoyed the plot. Obviously, any production could have been better, but their acting alone was good. I found myself watching it every week at the exact time just because I hated Ping's, you know, character's best friend so much, which I was like, nah, you better not kiss her, you better not end up with him. Spoilers. Ugh, I should have said that at the beginning. I'm like, no. And I wanted to spike him at the time. So it was good enough for me to like feel some type of way about it. So I think there is one live stream that I did where I reacted to a full episode. I mean, it's not on the screen or anything because it would have gotten blocked, but yeah. And then at number 7, we have Naughty Babe. So Naughty Babe is the like spin-off, I guess, or second half to Cutie Pie, with it having to deal with the second couple, which I don't know the name of the series, but Max and Nat's couple. And I really enjoyed it because we got to see more in depth into their relationship, how everything, you know, started, and their super happy ending of them having a full-on family together. And it shows, and I'm glad that it shows the option to adopt. Maybe those were their biological kids and they had like mom carry them, but just to show that, like, you know, 2 men can have their own family was like very great. And it was just like the icing on the cake for that series. But like that series is very underappreciated, and again, their chemistry is amazing. I feel like they're the couples that have the most like feeling and connections together, because I think they've been acting together since before Z and Nunu became a BL couple. But like it was amazing, and just adding the whole family thing to it was great. So, you know, and it did show that Max's character had a character development and changed, because he knew otherwise if he didn't, he was gonna lose him. And that Chihuahua too. Ooh. Number 6, we have A Shoulder to Cry On. A lot of people didn't like this series. I say a lot of people. A couple of people didn't like the series. I personally enjoyed it. I think it's a great example of a BL that doesn't need, you know, kisses or intimate scenes or anything like that to make you feel some type of way. I had cried with the series. I, you know, laughed, smiled, cried, got mad with their series. So, you know, I feel like that takes a lot for, especially that being their debut in acting and debuting in the BL also. It takes a lot, again, not only in the story and the plot of what, you know, it is, but also in their acting to make you feel something. Because, you know, you can give a very sad plot to somebody who sucks at acting, you're not gonna feel anything. So I feel like, damn, bro, like that, them just debuting in that moment and just giving that so much feels and like make you feel so much was great to me. At number 5, we have Bed Friend and The Middleman's Love. I know The Middleman's Love is not over yet. The only reason why it's ranked this high is because I'm adding Bed Friend and Middleman's Love together, because there's not a very huge difference of when they came out, and they're basically the same show. So, you know, Bed Friend showed the character development, that was shown. I enjoyed that even that translated to The Middleman's Love when he talked to Jade about, you know, like he sucked at like love. He, like, you know, everything, the shittiest things would happen to him, but he never gave up, and he found his person and he found King. Like, that shit was just like, oh bitch. And just, especially with Bed Friends, seeing what struggles of, you know, with his stepdad and his ex-boyfriend and the guy that he worked with, you know, just that all falling on him, obviously his abusive mom, and just the fact that King also was very caring for him and understanding. And just, I think what really made these series for me was Ua and how he grew as a character. And like, even though he went through all these very shitty things, he knew that there was somebody out there that loved him and wasn't willing to give up on love, even though when he felt hopeless at times and he did want to give up, you know, there was always something that went back, and it was like, nah, like, you know. So I really appreciate that. And with The Middleman's Love, a lot of people didn't like the comedic aspect of it. They don't enjoy that, how funny it is or how comedic it is, because a lot of people just want serious fucking BLs that are gonna make you fucking cry, rip out your hair and all that shit. Like, no, I enjoyed the comedy aspect. The Middleman's Love makes me laugh quite a few times. There's still their serious moments, so it's not a full-on like comedic, oh, I'm laughing the whole time. There's you know, moments and a great deal of like character development, I guess you want to call it. Was Jade starting from a middleman and having, obviously we had that backstory to him where his like high school boyfriend, how he broke up with him, and that making him develop, like, you know, the okay, nobody likes me, like I'm unlikable, I'm boring, I don't do this, I don't do that, and that translating into his actual love life as he grew up. And also, you know, being to see him with Mai's character, I think that's her name, Mai, I could be wrong, just changed that with him over time, because he knew when he was losing Mai, he was like, oh shit, like I'm losing him, like do I really want that, like is that gonna make me happy? So I really enjoyed that. And also the fact that Mai from day one knew how Jade was, and that's what attracted Jade, because like I've always said this, like you should never hide how you are or where you are, personality. I guess like sometimes, yeah, it could take time to be like comfortable around people, but like it just feels great that in the show they add, you know, falling for the person as they are and not having to like hide who I am or like don't look at me type thing. A great example of that also is in Cooking Crush, where Homeboy does not hide any of his things for I don't know how to say that right, y'all know what I mean. Then at number 4 we have My School President. I enjoyed it for that being Gemini's 4th debut. Girl, they ate up, they canceled my career before it started because they're like my age and like took my big. But I enjoy watching them together. For being so young, like they do have great acting ability and, you know, emotion and all that. So now when it comes to my top 3, it was very hard to do this, but at number 3 I have OnlyFriends. The reason why they're at number 3 and not number 2, because I was already set in stone which one I wanted at number 1, was because I didn't want Top and Mew's characters to end up together, or like possibly. I really do hope that there's a season 2, especially because of the whole way it ended with Mix's character just like randomly coming in, and like the whole like pants to him, pants to fucking Top, and then Mew, and then all that. So I was kind of like, maybe season 2 in the workings. We're still missing half of these shows that are supposed to come out for 2024, but we don't get that till May. But hey, we have missing the whole OnlyFriends cast to be in a new show and all that. So yeah, I didn't want to have a Mew's characters to end up together. I was okay with Nick and Boston's character. What's his name? Mark. No, that's Mark is right name. Nick and Boston's character not ending up together. I didn't want them to end up because toxic. You know, I'm very happy that, you know, Nick's character chose to go on with himself and find the path where he actually felt that he needed to go, which was finding his true self and finding his true love for himself before he even rushed into a relationship where it was kind of like, okay, I'm loving this person completely, forget about me, not focusing on my mental health as well. And hopefully that this season 2 takes Boston to New York, to where he's like, damn, okay, I have no friends, like it's hard for me to fit here, like I need to go back to Thailand. Or he maybe thrives in New York, or you know, has to go back to Thailand. He's like, okay, I need to like figure this out, like I need to be a new person because all this just didn't cause me what I needed to. And again, the only couple that I wanted together was San and Ray. I think from the first episode that we saw them together, we knew we wanted them to be in game. I think they're the least toxic couple, and I wouldn't consider them toxic. They all had their struggles, and especially Ray. I think, girl, first of all, that girl best friend, fuck her too, because baby girl was acting like the best of the friend. Baby girl, you were not a good friend. Like this girl over here acting like she's the greatest friend. No. Especially with Ray, it just shows how much one person can impact your life so much to the point where you want to change. Because obviously he had Mew, and Mew was the first person to actually like give a fuck about him friend wise and was there for him. But even though when he got with Mew, he wasn't there anymore, and I mean when he got with Top, he wasn't really there much, and he just had sand. And it just shows how hard it is to get sober, because you can have your moments where you're like, okay, I'm gonna quit, and then you tumble, and then, you know, just I think a lot of his problems that came with the show were due to his alcoholism and losing his mom and his dad just being so cold with him, and obviously having a friend group that like he felt like didn't give a fuck about him, and obviously only me being there. So he like had this whole thing where like, okay, like Mew's the one that I love because he's always been there. I don't think he ever actually felt love for Mew in a like loving relationship wise, but I think it was just a fear of losing him because he was the only person that was there for him most of the time. But just the whole like development of the relationship between Ray and Sam was very beautiful to see. I actually cried at the scene of them. It's just like that, bro. Like, you know, a couple like went through development if they make you feel so much in a series. So kudos to them. Kudos to fucking Patron and Versus acting, like top 10. Next we have the 8th Sense. Y'all know how I feel about the 8th Sense. I love it. It actually got me into the story, the song. I enjoyed the plot. Like, the plot was very different. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the chemistry that they had, the music, just everything about the show overall was amazing to me. So I'll leave it at that. And then number 1 we have drumroll. I'll be asking. Never Let Me Go. Are y'all surprised? Y'all shouldn't be. Y'all know I'm the biggest Pineapple fan ever to exist. I know a lot of people, I keep saying a lot of people, some people were like shitting on the show because they're like, this is trying to be Kim Porsche. This is like, girl, y'all, let Kim Porsche die. Like, I loved Kim Porsche too. I was the biggest and Pete stan. I loved building the Bible together, but Kim Porsche is never gonna happen again. The season 2 is never gonna happen. We're never gonna see Vegas and Pete's story. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen unless it comes to like 5 years in the future, bitch. It's not gonna happen. So I hate that when a mafia kind of show comes out, or a darker theme, or where there's involves pew pews, everybody's like, no, it's trying to be Kid Boys, or oh my god, no, it's not gonna be Kid Boys. Yeah, like, girl, shove a sock in it. Like, nobody's asking you. We Never Let Me Go, I really enjoyed the chemistry that they had, the growth that they had in their acting ability, and again, their chemistry as well. The plot was very plotting, like just the struggles that both characters went through individually and how they dealt with that, and how kind of both of them were protective of each other. And again, as kudos to it, that is Panapuan. And I'm pretty sure Fishbone Sky was like my first #1 also in another year that I did these videos. But again, going from a plot from Fishbone Sky to Never Let Me Go, it was very impressive of them, and I think that they ate it up. And y'all can argue with me all you want. I just overall loved it, and just the scenery, and just the love that they had for each other, and like, it was very well done, and I congratulate GMM for that. I feel like plots like this should be done more if they have the right actors for it. And yeah, that was my top 20, top 10 honorable mentions. Y'all know what it is. List. Let me know down below what you guys thought about this. Let me know down below where your top 5 is, or your top 10s of this year. I'm not gonna say like Happy New Year, although I don't know when this video is gonna come out. It's probably gonna come out not New Year. But Happy Christmas, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy New Year's Eve, Happy 2024. Even though this is gonna come out before 2024 even starts, because I still got videos to film for this week. Stay safe. I love y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me throughout this entire year. It means a lot. Stay safe. Know that I love y'all. I love every single one of y'all, and thank you for sitting here and enjoying watching my stupid ass react to happy series that I do. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Baby, I know we were special. 이제 날 찾았던 실수만큼 더